Why crocodiles don't eat capybaras, the surprising truth. In the vast biodiverse wetlands of South America, from the Pantanal to the Amazon basin, a fascinating and seemingly paradoxical scene plays out daily. The capybara, the world's largest rodent, can be seen grazing, swimming, and resting mere feet away from some of the planet's most efficient aquatic predators, crocodilians, including caimans and Orinoco crocodiles. This peaceful coexistence defies the basic rules of the food chain, leading to a compelling question. Why do these apex predators so rarely attack these large, seemingly vulnerable animals? The answer is not a single factor, but a complex interplay of risk assessment, evolutionary adaptation, and ecological dynamics. First and foremost, the element of risk versus reward is a critical deterrent. An adult capybara is not a small snack. It can weigh up to 65 kilograms, over 140 pounds. More importantly, they are equipped with formidable defensive weapons. Their large, ever-growing incisors are not just for chewing grass, they are chisel-sharp and can deliver a devastating bite. For a crocodile, an attack on a healthy, full-grown capybara is not a guaranteed success. It is a high-stakes endeavor that could result in serious injury. A broken jaw, a damaged eye, or a debilitating infection. A wounded crocodile is a poor hunter, and in the competitive world of the wetlands, this can be a death sentence. As noted by ecologist Dr. Elizabeth Congdon, the energy expenditure and inherent danger of such a hunt often do not outweigh the nutritional benefit. A crocodile's metabolism is slow, and it is an opportunist. It will always choose the easiest, safest meal available. A young, old, or sick animal is always preferable to a robust, well-armed adult capybara. This logic of calculated risk extends to the capybara's social structure. Capybaras are intensely social animals, living in groups typically consisting of 10 to 20 individuals, but sometimes swelling to over 50. This herd behavior provides a powerful collective defense. While grazing or drinking, there are always multiple pairs of eyes, ears, and noses on high alert. An approaching predator is almost always detected early. The group can scatter into the water, a domain where they are exceptionally agile swimmers, or present a unified, intimidating front. This many eyes theory makes targeting an individual within a group significantly more challenging for any predator, including crocodiles. It is far easier for a caiman to ambush a solitary turtle or a careless fish than to take on a coordinated group of large, vigilant rodents. Beyond the calculus of predation, we observe what can be described as ecological familiarity or habitual coexistence. Capybaras and crocodiles have shared the same habitats for millions of years. Over such vast evolutionary timescales, a certain level of mutual tolerance can emerge, especially when the cost of conflict is high. The capybaras have learned that a satiated, basking caiman presents a relatively low immediate threat, and they have become adept at reading the predator's body language. Conversely, the crocodilians have learned that capybaras are not easy prey. This is not a friendship, as it is sometimes romantically portrayed, but a pragmatic and energy-efficient standoff. This peaceful disposition of the capybara is legendary throughout its range. They are the neutral neighbors of the animal kingdom, often seen sharing their space not only with caimans, but also with birds, turtles, and even other mammals. It's a common sight to see birds like wattled jacanas or yellow-headed caracaras perched on their backs, feasting on parasites, a classic symbiotic relationship.
However, this idyllic picture has its limits. This unofficial truce does not extend to everyone. Young capybara pups are exceptionally vulnerable and do fall prey to a wide range of predators, including caimans, large anacondas, foxes, ocelots, and birds of prey like the crested caracara. The survival strategy for capybaras is therefore based on numbers. A single female can have multiple litters per year, and while infant mortality is high, the species' reproductive rate is sufficient to sustain the population under natural conditions. Tragically, the greatest threat to capybaras is not a natural predator with which they have evolved a balance. The most significant danger comes from humans. Habitat destruction through deforestation and agricultural expansion is fragmenting their living spaces. Furthermore, despite legal protections in many countries, capybaras are still hunted for their meat and hide, which are considered valuable in some regional markets. This illegal hunting poses a far more severe and unsustainable pressure on their populations than any natural predator ever could. In response to this pressure, a novel solution has emerged in recent years: capybara farms. Primarily in countries like Venezuela and Brazil, these licensed ranches rear capybaras in controlled environments. The controversial idea is to create a legal, regulated supply of capybara products, thereby reducing the incentive for poaching wild populations. Proponents argue that it provides economic incentives for local communities to conserve wetland habitats, while critics raise concerns about animal welfare and the potential for normalizing the consumption of a wild species. The existence of these farms itself is a testament to the unique position the capybara holds in the human imagination, both as a symbol of the wild and a resource to be managed.
In conclusion, the remarkable piece between crocodiles and capybaras is a masterclass in behavioral ecology. It is not born of kindness, but of cold, hard, evolutionary logic. The capybara's formidable size, sharp teeth, and strong social bonds make it a risky target, while the crocodile's opportunistic nature favors easier prey. This dynamic, honed over millennia, results in the serene riverbank scenes that continue to captivate and puzzle us. It serves as a powerful reminder that in nature, sometimes the most successful survival strategy is not to fight, but to become an opponent that is simply not worth the trouble. Additional insights into the capybara's world: their adaptability is key to their success. Capybaras are master hydrologists. Their physical design is perfectly suited for a semi-aquatic life. They possess slightly webbed feet, which make them powerful and efficient swimmers, allowing them to escape into waterways where they can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. Their eyes, ears, and nostrils are positioned high on their heads, enabling them to remain almost completely submerged while keeping a vigilant watch for danger. This aquatic prowess allows them to use rivers and lakes as safe corridors and refuges. Furthermore, their diet plays a subtle role in their peaceful coexistence. As strict herbivores, they do not compete with crocodilians for food. There is no conflict over a carcass or a school of fish. Their menu consists entirely of grasses and aquatic plants, and they even engage in coprophagy, consuming their own feces to maximize nutrient extraction from their tough and fibrous diet. This dietary specialization places them in a completely different trophic niche than their reptilian neighbors, removing a major potential source of conflict. They are not rivals, they're simply neighbors sharing the same space, each playing a different, non-competing role in the ecosystem's intricate web. This combination of physical defense, social intelligence, and ecological niche specialization secures the capybara its unique and peaceful place in the South American wilderness.